This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let's start the moving to the next class. Then we done last class security concept, right? Security is completed last class. What type of security will be there in Pega? Okay, so this is the concepts are completed. So then organization rules, how to create a work list, work basket, work group, and how to route it through work list to work basket, and then application versioning. So this is starting only we complete this concept. How to create a multiple versions of the application and what type of security rules will be there. Totally application design is total completed. This will be including into the 4 chapters. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll move on to the second design is case design. Case design we have some other concepts also. Only we have some we done for configure just happy path. So we have some other concepts also. We'll tell I will discuss later. Okay. సో నేను కంటెంట్ కూడా ఏం రాయలేదు ఇక్కడ నేను తర్వాత రాస్తాను కంటెంట్ సో వాట్ ఆర్ ద అండర్ ద కేస్ డిజైన్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్స్ విల్ బి లెఫ్ట్ okay so then data model design so the properties is completed and then so we're done for data pages and different ways of sources and where you can call the data pages and what is the purposes and different validations also completed last class previous classes. Then we left for data transform. So once completed data transform, the data model design is also completed. So then we'll go and discuss about data transform. That's the today concept, data transform. So what is the data transform? Then what is the purpose of the data transforms? Okay. So let's go to discuss about different ways predefined data transforms and user defined data transforms. So we have two type of data transforms. The predefined out of the box data transforms is there, and we can create them manually for data transforms also. So one thing, first we'll go and discuss about the predefined data transforms. What is the purpose of data transform generally? The purpose of data transform. The purpose of data transform rule is data transform will be transferring into the data. Okay. So one property to another property, one page to another page, and one page list to another page list. So it will be used for to mapping the data and then conversions, and then transferring into the data. So like initializing, and we can copy the data, we can remove the data, so we can apply the when conditions also, and we can apply the iterations also into the data transforms. So this is what about the nature of the data transform. And one more thing is the data transform will be set the default values of system defined properties. So we have some system defined properties, right? We already discussed. Some of the properties are having px prefixes, some properties are having pa prefixes, some properties are having pz prefixes. Suppose if you're going to run the case, let's go to run the case now. So we just enter some data into the UI, right? So what are the data you're going to enter UI? That is manually we just created that section. And the manam section create చేసిన దానికి then user will be provide the inputs. Users are providing for inputs. Your requirement is suppose just enter some MasterCard, and the MasterCard will always start with 5 and so on, and click on save this, and this data will be copied into the clipboard. In this clipboard we have some PO work page. PO work page will be holds the data by default. PO work page will be holds the work object data or case information. Suppose if you open this PO work page, including so user defined property, there is some predefined properties also. Px application version, px covered count. Okay, so this is what about some predefined properties. Okay, so who set the values of the system defined properties? Data transform will be set the default values of the system defined properties. Okay, so this is what about the data transform purpose. And then these properties are all, some properties here under the database class, some properties are there for the under work class, some properties are under the covered as class. Okay, suppose if you open the, whenever creating a class, then by default this data transform also, pure default data transform is created. And what is the purpose of this data transform is, so whenever going to run the applications, and it will be set the default values from the fields, the default values from fields. So that is what about this py default data transform. Py default data transform will be created under the worked as Ardata base class and covered as also. We open the Ardata base class here. Okay, so under the Ardata base class, we have some out of the box data transform, that is predefined or predefined data transform. Ardata panna predefined రెండు ఒకటే. Here there is some py default data transform. Where is this is a py default data. So what is this py default data transform? It will set some default values of the system defined properties. Px create operator is nothing but who run the case. Okay, so px create operator will be holds the operator details who run the case, that operator name, and px create date time is nothing but when the case will be created. Okay, date and time the case creation. Then px create date time is, it will be holds the date and time creation of the case. So this is the sum, the source will be defined here. If you go for expression builder, so this by default they are expect some builder here, px requester dot py user identifier like this. Okay, so then how to express, how to build that your own expressions. Okay, and is it possible to editing this py default data transform? Yes, we can edit it. So click on save as, and we can save as this rule into your rule set and your version, and then we can do some modifications. Okay, so then what I'm going to edit in this, so let's go to, we have some worked as covered as class. Okay, so the prefix is p-30001. So then how will get this prefix? So whenever going to create a case, so by default the prefix first letter is the prefix. Okay, by default the first letter of the case is prefix. Suppose if you go to application definition, here there is some case and data tab. So this first letter is a p. Case of the first letter case is p, right? So the prefix is p dash. I want to change this prefix, and how to do that? Suppose if you go for worked as covered as data transform here, data model and data transform. Okay, py default data transform here. So there is some py default data transform here. See, py work id prefix c underscore c dash, double quotes here, c dash c icon. So then we can build your expression. So we can copy paste and save as this, and we can do some modification, and we can change your prefix. Suppose if you're going to do any some changing for prefixes, and you can just delete the prefix here. Okay, if you're going to change for prefix, delete the prefix here and click on save it. Okay, I'm going to show you how to modify the existed data transforms. Okay, how to edit it. So let's go to here. Then suppose we have some out of the box rule. Okay, this is a py work id prefix, right? And then suppose this is one, and how to build this, we have some out of the box function get current date stamp. Okay, by using this function, and we can change the prefix. So how to change this prefix, observe it now. Let's go to, first of all, save as this one, save as into this rule, your rule set and your version. No need to change this label, and no need to change the class also. Then save as this, add this rule into your rule set and your version. Don't change the class and don't change the label name also. Create and open this, Now we can able to edit it. So I'm going to close this now. Just to place the cursor and open the build and expressions here. So I told you some the multiple ways we can apply for build and expressions, right? Here also we can build the expression. Here some C dash is there here, C hyphen. Instead of C hyphen, I'm going to give something called some A hyphen. Okay. So here click on plus. Actually, this is a formula. Yes, I'm getting any doubt, and then this is a formula for this. This is one plus get current date stamp close plus this one. Or directly we can instead of separately hyphen just add the hyphen here only, no problem. Okay, let's go to application now. Plus space. What is the function? You can go to search the function get current date stamp. This function what? Get current date stamp. This is a function. So we'll get the format of the date format. So that is the year, month, and date. Okay, just click on submit. So A dash today date and month. Today date is 2021, 26th. I mean 7th month and 26th is the date. Then I want to display this is A dash this current today date. That's it. So even we can test it also. We can click on test. So here today date 2021 ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ వస్తుంది, దాని తర్వాత మంత్ వస్తుంది, దాని తర్వాత టుడే డేట్ వస్తుంది. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద శాంపుల్ ఫర్ టెస్టింగ్. నౌ వీ కెన్ గో అండ్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ద సబ్మిట్ ఇట్ నౌ. సో వెన్ యూ రన్ ద కేస్ ఏ డాష్ టుడే డేట్, okay, click on submit this and then save. This is how we'll be editing the PY default data transform. We can pass your own values also. We can pass your own information. So this is a PY prefix, right? PY prefix always should be editable, and PX prefix is not editable. We can't able to set your own data. Why? PY nature is editable. I told you. PX is not editable. Only read only. PZ is no read, no editable. Already I told you. So which one is the PY prefixes will be there, and then we can pass our own information. So what are the PY prefixes properties, and then what are the data will be by default will be there. We can edit it also. That is the nature of the PY. So then we can go to. So remember that if you are going to changing for any work ID prefix, then delete the existed prefix. Otherwise, it's not work. Let's go to open the class and go to run the case and test it now. Then how the case ID will be created. And click on submit it. Now this is the case ID now. A2021 then 0726. 1 26 1 means 1 work item 1. Okay, work object 1. If you are going to run one more time 26 2, 26 3 and so on. Multiple time. This is how we'll be editing the PY default data transform, predefined data transform. Okay, so now if you want to change this again, ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ మీరు p dash enter చేస్తే, so then we'll get some p dash work item on p hyphen, so the case ID or work ID. If you are going to run the case, you will get some p dash. That is p hyphen 3002. This is how we'll be editing the work IDs, or we can change the work status also like this. Okay, so how to change the work status in case only I told you how to updating into the status based on the stages. Okay, so then this is what about predefined data transforms. Okay, so then we'll discuss then some other access into the data transforms. So what is the difference between data transforms and activities? So generally I told you in the starting class only, if you want to do any scenario by using Pega PRPC, compulsory either data transform or activity will be required. and what type of situations and we can use for activities, and what type of situation we can use for the data transforms. Okay, so that activities we can, as of now we can just perform for activities. So we can just hit the data table and while populating into the data in again UI, then we can use the data activities. So but data transforms also we can transferring into the data clipboard to UI clipboard page to UI viewer page or some other pages, and one property to another property. Okay, suppose if you want to hit the data table and we can use an activity transferring purpose. Suppose if you want to transfer the data into one page to another page, or one property to another property, one page list to another page list, so that time we can use the data transforms. Data transforming కి ఎక్కువగా మనం యాక్టివిటీ యూజ్ చేయం. సో యాక్టివిటీస్ ఓన్లీ పర్పస్ యూజ్ టు హిట్ ద డేటా టేబుల్ అండ్ గెట్ ద data. So then if you want to transfer the data, so the data will be stored in the clipboard, right? Transferring the data to one property to another property, and some clipboard page to some other page, clipboard page to some other page, then we can use for the data transforms. Suppose if you want to do any business logic by using an activity, so we have some methods. In activity we have some methods, different methods. The methods is going on continuation, it's not completed all methods. But in data transforms we have some actions. Okay, so methods is equal to actions. So what type of what are the business logic we are going to apply by using an activity? So we can use for methods, depends upon the requirement, then we can use the methods, obj methods and rdb methods, something other methods. Okay, some page methods and all. Suppose in the methods is equal to actions. Okay, but performance wise activity or data transforms both. So which one is the performance will be good, either activity or data transform? Data transform is good as application performance wise, so we can use for data transforms. But activities is a application performance wise, so activities are not preferable. Why? Because I have some, if you're going to apply any business logic, some 20 steps are required, 20 methods at least. In each and every step we can use some method, right? 20 steps. But in actions, and then instead of writing 20 steps, and we can use at least 5 actions here. Okay, so by using these 5 actions, and we can do the same business logic by using data transforms. So but when you run the applications, and then activity will take more time for run the business logic, but data transform it will take very less time, then increase the application performance also. So that is the main purpose. Instead of activity we can use data transforms, and some situations only some hitting data table and we can use the activities. Okay, and transferring the data purpose and editing the data purpose we can use the data transfer, not for the activities. Remember this, and we'll get some interview question. So what is the difference between activities and data transforms, and when you go for activities and when you go for data transforms? Okay, this is the interview question. Let's go to discuss about some other actions into the data transforms. Suppose if you want to check for predefined data transforms, then we can go to search the data transform in the search box, and we can click on plus. So we'll get some all predefined data transforms here. Okay, this is all our data transform. So for otherwise we can just open the predefined data transform, we can open this. Then first of all I will show you then what type of actions will be there in data transforms. Open any data transform here. Just open any data transform. These are all our data transforms only, predefined or out of the box data transforms. we can go to some more actions. Okay, so this is the some many steps are added here, many actions. The first definition tab, these many actions are there into the data transform: set, remove, update, apply data transform, sorting, commenting, and all. Okay, so these are all the actions. Suppose within data transform, if you want to call other data transform, then we can use the apply data transform method action. Okay, then appending, so appending the data, so apply data transform. This is another data transform again. Within data transform, we can call other data transforms also. Okay, so this is that actions. So we can, based on your business logic, you can define some actions here. There is some target and source. So what are the data you are going to transfer from one property to another property, one page to another page, or one page list to another page list, right? We can use a source from each page to two page. Target is two page or two page list and two property, like this. Page and classes, and what are the classes and what is the pages? Same for activities, right? In the activities we can define the classes and then pages. Here also we can define the classes and that each and every class the the pages, so which page will be holds the data. We can pass the parameters also here. Okay, this is the different options are available into the data transforms. Now let's go to create from your own data transform, then we can check the important actions. So what are the different actions are available into the data transforms, right? So till now, any questions, guys? Okay, now let's move on to next requirement is how to create a data transform, then how to test the different actions into the data transform. Right click, go to create data model, data transform. This is the path. Going to give some data transform name, test data transform, and then create and open this data transform now. First of all, go to pairs and classes. In the activities also same like that, right? Just to give the some class, and then I'm going to give some SOM, any class. Okay, data class, some page, temp page. Come back to definitions. Here we can set the data. So definitions, these are the actions. You can use set. Set is equal to property set method in activities. Property set method is nothing but what? So that method will be supposed to set the values from the properties. The same set also, it will be set the values from the properties. So here you need to define some page, the page dot the property equals to the source, the value. Okay, give the value and click on save it. So you can debug the data transforms also. If you want to trace the data transform, we can go for actions, so we can trace the data transforms, or otherwise open the tracer, minimize the tracer, and we can trace the data transforms also. Go to actions and run the data transforms. Okay, click on run. This is the data transform. You will get some valid. Valid is nothing but there is no error. Then what are the logic we are executed, that is the perfect, the code will be perfect. Then go to check the result in clipboard only. Okay, we can check the data into the clipboard. So because you are going to execute this data transform individual, you will not refer into the anywhere. So check that the page will be creating or not. Here the temp page is created and the value is India. This is how will we set the data for the properties. Now we can go for another actions. What is another action? Remove. Remove is nothing but to remove the data. Remove the page. So suppose if we click on plus and then use the remove action, which page you are going to delete it, or remove it. Then we can just give the page. The total property value total will be deleted. The total page is deleted. Okay, this is how we'll be trace the data transform now. So data transform begins and data transform end. If you're going to trace an activity, activity begin, activity will be end. Okay. So then we can go to actions and run this data transform now. This is a valid. Go to clipboard. You can check the output. There is no page, right? Temp page is created now for the under the class or class, right? This is what remove. So remove is same as for page remove. Page remove is nothing but what? We done no? Page methods. Page methods చేసాం కదా. Page remove is nothing but what? Anyone? Delete the page in clipboard, correct? That is the page remove. But in data transform, then we have some remove. That's it. Page remove is equal to remove action. Data transform activity రెండు ఒకటే. మీరు ఏదైనా యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. Okay. So we can go for this one and then we can remove the page. So what is another action is updating. Suppose the page is deleted. I want to updating into the some new values from the page. Okay. So let's go to click on update page. So it will ask you for the page name here, which page you are going to update. Temp. Okay. So set the some values here. Okay. Set country equals to some value, that is USA. New value, and click on save this. Go to actions and run this. This is also valid, and go to clipboard. Is the temp page. Different value now. Okay, different value is updated here. Okay, this is how we'll be updated the page. Okay. Now next action is what? Sorting. Apply data transform. Suppose within data transform, if you want to call other data transform, suppose I don't have some other data transform, I think so. You click on down arrow. Here we have some pivot default. Okay, let's go to call pivot default data transform and click on save and run this. Within data transform, if you want to call other data transform, then we can go for the apply data transform method. This is one of the interview questions. Is it possible to call the within data transform other data transform? Yes, it is possible. We can call some other data transforms. You can go for tracer now and see. So many actions are applied in the data transform. That is taking more. This is what remove temp, then updating, then after updating page. Here apply data transform started here. Action begins. So these many steps are, these many actions will be there into the data transforms. Okay. This is how will be called the one data transform to another data transform here. Okay, that's it. And now what is another actions? Very important actions are shortened. I will tell you. Append to append and mapped. So what is the sorting first of all? Okay, what is the sorting? So any questions till now? Okay, fine. So suppose if you want to apply any sorting, then we can just go to open any activity here. We are already created some activities. Get cities. ఏదో ఒక యాక్టివిటీ ఓపెన్ చేసుకోండి. సిటీస్ అయితే సిటీస్, స్టేట్ అయితే స్టేట్. So this is done retrieving for all cities, right? Okay. So save as this. This will be locked actually. Excuse me. Now I'm going to test first of all the data will be what type of data will be retrieving here. Go to actions and run this activity. It will be retrieving forgot about state. మీరు ఏదైనా స్టేట్ పాస్ చేస్తే ఆ స్టేట్ లో ఉన్న సిటీస్ మాత్రమే వస్తాయి, అదర్వైజ్ ఇట్ విల్ రిట్రీవ్ ద ఆల్ సిటీస్. Okay, let's go to clipboard and we can city list. City list will be holds the data. These are the data. First Vizag is there, and then Kurnool, and then Secunderabad and something Kokatpalli, like this. This is the data, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use same this activity now. Okay, how to call this data transform in activity. Before that, let's go to pages and classes. I'm going to apply for sorting. So we just create some 4 pages under the ctlist.px results, right? I want to set the some order, either ascending or descending. That is nothing but a sorting. Okay, sorting. If you want to set the values from pages in page list, either ascending or descending order, that time we'll go for the sorting. So first of all, go to data transform here in pages and classes. Here we need to define some class, and then city list is created under the code pega list class. Give some structure, clipboard structure, code hyphen pega hyphen list class. Okay, code hyphen pega hyphen list class. Then next one is the cities class, right? City list.px results will be created under the city class. SOM, your class is cities. Okay, that's fine. Now we'll just come back to definitions. Click on sorting, sort. Then it will ask you for the page list. So which page list? On citylist.px results. Citylist.px results is holds the 4 records or 4 pages. I want to arrange them for the with ascending order or descending order. Here we need to define through which property you are going to apply for the ascending or descending order. So some through city. So we can give some descending order and click on submit it now. Then save. Check once. Now one more thing is I'm going to call this data transforming activities. Then we have some method. If you want to call the data transform in activity, we have some apply data transform method. Okay. Apply data transform method. Expand this method now. Here we can call the your data transform name, test data transform. And click on save it. Go to run the activity, not for data transforms. And I open, close the tracer. Anyway, let's go to actions and run the activity, not for data transform. Tracer run చేయాలంటే మీరు లాగౌట్ అయ్యి లాగిన్ అవ్వాలి మళ్ళీ. Go to actions and run this activity now. The operation will be success. Go to clipboard and check the data. The data will be arranging or not for descending order. Vizag, first will be Vizag, right? Secunderabad, Kurnool, Kotpalli, right? Descending order. Okay, this is the ascending. You can arrange the values for either ascending or descending order. So then we can just this we can use for the sorting. Suppose if you want to apply the sorting through activities, we have some method called obj sort. Very important interview question. Obj sort. Obj sort is nothing but so one activity method. This activity method helps you to sort the data into the page list. So you can just give some page list here, then the page list created which class, then sorting properties, through which property you are going to applying for sorting. By default ascending. If you want to descending for, then we can click on into the descending checkbox. Through activity, this is a through data transforms. This is how will be apply the sort. Any questions, guys? Now next we'll go for comment. Comment is nothing but just passing some information. So we have already some data transform is created. py set fields default. There's some comment here. So I just pass on automatically generate system then populating some information of the case. Okay. So if you want to pass some images, okay, while processing the case, that is a commenting. Okay, 1 second. Fine. So let's move on to the next one is appending and appending map to. Okay. So very important this one, appending and appending map to. So then we'll complete this, and then this when conditions this when and otherwise we can use for visibility. Suppose if you want to apply any visibility condition, then we can go and apply it. In coming classes, we'll discuss and where you can apply this when otherwise when. So when is nothing but a boolean value, say the true or false. Okay. I told you then how to apply the visibility condition, layout level and property level, right? So through when conditions also same like that only. Okay. So then the next concept is appending. What is appending and what is appended map to? What is the difference between them? Suppose I have some class A, okay, and then so in this class A I have some page list A or page list A. In this class B I have some same class A, I have some page list B, same class only, then different page list is different, page list B. If you want to transfer the data one page list to another page list or one page to another page with same class, that time we can use the append to. Append to is nothing but transfer the data one page to another page or one page list to another page with same class. And what is the appending and map to? Different classes. Suppose class A and then class B. Under the class A there is some page list A. Under the class B there is some page list B. If you want to transfer the data one page to another page or one page list to another page list, two different classes. అంటే పేజ్ లిస్ట్ ఏ ఒక క్లాస్ లో ఉంటుంది, పేజ్ లిస్ట్ బి అనదర్ క్లాస్ లో ఉంటుంది. So in that cases we can use the appending and map to map the data for two different classes, append and map to. Okay, this is what the difference between appending and map. It's very important real time and important questions also. How to transfer the data? Let's say so we have data, so ctlist.px results, I have some 4 records. I want to transfer the data into some other page list. Suppose let's example I'm going to define some test page, add the code pega list class. This is a list, right? Compulsory pega list, code pega list class is required. So list of data, this is a list of data, code pega list class. Test page dot px results will be holds the data. That's what we need to add, test page dot px results. Okay, test page dot px results will be hold data, that is som. I'm going to give same class, that is cities class only. same class. The page list is different. This is the one page list and this is second page list. Okay, let's go to definitions here, and then we can go and select the option called append to. Okay, let's click on plus, click on append to. It will ask you for page list, something new page, an existing page, and current source page on each page. Suppose I'm going to add the some page list here. What is that? So citylist.px results. Under the citylist.px results, I want to add the new page. A new page, nothing but one new page is added for the citylist.px results. Suppose if you're going to click on save and run this actions and run. సో ప్రీవియస్గా 4 రికార్డ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఇప్పుడు 5 ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. ఓకే, కావాలంటే చెక్ చేయండి. ఎందుకంటే అపెండింగ్ ఒక న్యూ పేజ్ యాడ్ చేస్తున్నాం మనం, అందులో డేటా ఉండదు. 1 సెకండ్. హలో, సుధాకర్, శాంత్ కిరణ్, మీరు ఎక్కడ, ఏ ఏరియాలో ఉండేది హైదరాబాద్ లో? జీడిమెట్లనా? ఒకసారి టైప్ చేయండి చాట్ బాక్స్ లో, మీది అసలు వాయిస్ రావడం లేదు సరిగా.
ఉప్పల్ అంట సార్, ఉప్పల్.
ఉప్పలా?
ఉప్పల్.
ఓకే, జోడిమెట్ల అంట, జీడిమెట్ల అనుకుంటా. అమీర్పేట రావడానికి ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది మీకు? ఒక 40 మినిట్సా? ఎక్కువే పడుతుందా? 1 అవర్ పడుతుందా? సరే ఒక పని చేయండి, నేను ఆయన షెడ్యూల్ చేసిండు 1 PM కి, అది రీషెడ్యూల్ చేపిస్తా. మీరైతే ఇద్దరు బయలుదేరండి, శాంతి కిరణ్ సుధాకర్ ఇద్దరు బయలుదేరండి ఇప్పుడు. ఒకవేళ శాంతి కిరణ్ అటు ఇటు సంథింగ్ 3 PM షెడ్యూల్ అయింది, 2 PM శాంతి కిరణ్ ఎగ్జామ్ సెంటర్ లో ఉండాలా. ఎవరు? సుధాకర్, సారీ. నువ్వు 1 PM అంటే నువ్వు 12 కి ఉండాలా, 1 అవర్ బిఫోర్. అంటే నేను రీషెడ్యూల్ చేపిస్తాను ఇది శాంతి కిరణ్. సుధాకర్ది 3 PM అట్లనే ఉండి, ఓకేనా? అమీర్పేటకి వెళ్ళి ఆ నెంబర్ కాల్ చేయండి సరిపోతుంది, ఓకేనా? రైట్ రైట్, ఫైన్. ఒకసారి కాల్ చేయండి క్లాస్ తర్వాత, నేను క్లోజ్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ అబౌట్ if you want to add the new page. Okay, so then we can use for the append to. Suppose we can just go to, okay, adding. So let's go to run the activity, not for data transfer. Run the activity. Operation. Let's go for clipboard now. This is a new page added here. Okay, so this is what about. If you want to add the new page, then we can go for the appending to append to. Suppose if you want to add the data for each page, so then source to target. Suppose let's example, this is a target, this is not a target. Suppose you can each page just to go to mention the target page test page dot px results, and then source is the ctlist dot px results. Okay, so the ctlist dot px result, the data will be transferred to test page dot px results. That it will be transferred each page into the source page, it will be transferred to each page in target. Go to actions and run this. Go to clipboard. This is ctlist data, and let's go to test page. The data will be there here, 5 pages. This is how we can transfer the data one page to another page with same classes. Okay, and then so what is the appending and map to? Appending and map to is nothing but transferring into the data one page to another page with different classes. Let's example, I'm going to define some test page 2. Okay, so with different class code hyphen pega hyphen list class, and test page 2 dot px results will be holds the data. That is the different class. I'm going to define some work class here. Source page list is the one class, and the target page list is a different class. Okay, so the in this case, and then we can go for the appending and map to. Okay, remaining all actions are same. So then you can select here appending each page. So that source is ctlist dot px results, and then target is test page 2 dot px results. This is how will be transfer the data. Here we can set it something, we have some cities class and work class, right? Cities and state. State is equal to under this class state, and then we can set the state. We are going to apply for equate it. Work class city and data class city, and work class city state, and data class state. And click on save this, and go to, sorry, 1 second. Go to actions and run this. This is success, right? And we can go and check the data. So test page 2 dot will be this. It will be also data here for records. Got it, right? This is how will be appending and map to will be works. This is for individual. In the project where you can use data transforms, where you can call the data transform, what is the purpose in the project, these are all we'll discuss into the next tomorrow class. Any questions? Okay, just do practice now. Tomorrow I will show you where you can use data transform into the project. Okay, this is only for definitions and examples and the different actions. So then tomorrow we'll discuss into the where you can apply the data transform into the project. Fine, yes. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.